And so I told my wife, I looked at her at that Disneyland, I said, when I get home, I swear to God I'm gonna make this right. I'm gonna fucking get my shit together. Got home, got rid of every narcotic in my house, every pill, got rid of everything. Next day, started going to the gym. I went through days of withdrawals, but still go to the gym. And then the gym became my drug, and I just started.
But this is the first time we've got together. We just stayed in touch, and now we've got our workout in. But you do have an inspiring story. Now, to those watching here that don't know anything about us or about you, just tell us a little bit about your background and then how you got into this of all things.
So, yeah, I was in the military. I was in the Army. I was a grunt, so an infantryman. I was in for almost 10 years when I got medically retired, but did 2 tours. My first tour in 05-06 to Iraq. Came back, re-enlisted, became a sergeant. 2009, 2010, I was sent to Afghanistan with my new unit out of Washington State. And I was there for a whole year, was about ready to come home. Went out on my very last night patrol. And when we were out on that patrol, the vehicle that I was commanding was hit by a pressure plate IED. So it's basically like when something rolls over the top of it, it just fucking explodes and destroys whatever is on top of it. And so that being me, you know, was on top of it. Yeah, got blown up. Next thing I wake up and I just realized that, okay, something's bad. I can't feel my legs, you know.
How many of you were in the
There was 12. And I took but it was a targeted attack kind of a thing. Basically, the enemy knows from how far that tire is from how far I am standing out of the hatch. And they know whoever's standing out of the hatch is the highest ranking one in that vehicle.
Wow, they pinpointed that.
Yeah, fucking Google, you son of a bitch. You know, they probably went on there and found out, like, just get the measurements or tracks. They're smart. They're not fucking stupid people. And so yeah, just detonated directly underneath where I was standing and came all the way through. And then pretty much when I woke up, I just couldn't feel my legs. I was pretty much pinned down and I had a lot of like burning going on in my legs and stuff like that because batteries and whatever else was burning all my legs. And so I deal with 2nd and 3rd degree burns all down my quads as well. But first thing I started doing was yelling at my soldiers to get out of the vehicle. And as soon as they got out, I tried to get myself out and I realized, like, oh, I can't move, you know, pretty fucking bad. And so I started like assessing myself. And I had my leg at the time, but it was basically just mushed, like the bones were just done. Yeah. And then my right leg, it was all there, it was good. And I was like, all right, we're good, what the fuck's going on? And I just couldn't move. And so 2 of my soldiers came back in, picked me up, and started dragging me out. And then I realized like this leg was just kind of swinging around, so I dislocated my whole knee and I had to have it reconstructed as well. And then this one, I just still couldn't like even feel it at all. Long story short, I got medevaced, then got medevaced from Afghanistan to Germany, and then from Germany to the States, and I was at Walter Reed, which is the main hospital for the military for severely wounded. And so I went through about 6 months of recovery trying to save my leg, and then November 2010, I decided, I was like, fuck this, just cut it off and let me just start over, you know. And the pain was just so bad, you know, like they had a halo, which is like it's a thing that it's like a cage that goes around your leg and it just has these pins that go into it, and hopefully in hopes to fuse the bones back together. But even after they took that off, I was in so much pain. It was just the chance of me doing what I'm doing now, probably literally impossible. I just wouldn't be able to handle it. And so I just made the decision one day to just go ahead and amputate it, and did. And I haven't regretted it, you know, at all.
Did you deal with phantom pain at all?
I did, for a long time. It took me, honestly, probably like 6-7 months to get over the phantom pain, I'd say. Really weird how funny the mind is. And it comes, and I use that for when I do what I do now, like powerlifting or lifting weights, the mind, because what I realized is I had phantom pain, and that's all nerve stuff. So it's mind, nerve, that's what controls nerves, you know. And so it was as soon as I got my socket and I put my leg on, my eyes looked down and I saw a foot, there's no phantom pain. Because my mind thinks, oh, he has a foot. So the phantom pain for me went away. And then, you know, eventually sometimes at night when I take it off, I'll feel it, because obviously I don't have my leg on when I'm sleeping. Yeah. But yeah, my eye sees a foot and I don't have the phantom pains when I'm like that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and so started rehabbing. At that whole time I was going through rehab to try to learn how to walk on this leg was still, my knee was still just like unstable. I hadn't had knee reconstruction yet. So I went about a whole 1.5 years with an unstable knee, because I had to learn how to walk on this so I could crutch around on this leg to rehab this leg. So it was 2 years of just surgeries, and then I ended up having like 38 surgeries within 2 years to get my whole body back to normal. 3 years of full rehab to be able to like leave the Army and live on my own. So I lived in a hospital on and off for 3 years, and then came home and really had nothing to do. I was, I didn't have a job. I got pushed out of the military. I wasn't getting paycheck yet. I have a wife, I have a daughter. I had been on Oxycontins, methadone, you name it, everything for so long, and they were still giving it to me, so I got addicted to them, and then I got depressed because I couldn't work, I couldn't do nothing, and so I just sat around and I was just taking pills, playing video games, just doing shit, and just basically literally letting life go by. And I had an eye opener. I've told the story many times because my daughter, as I get like emotional because my baby, but I had like an eye opener with her because we went to Disneyland for her birthday, and I couldn't even walk Disneyland. I was in so much pain. And it wasn't that I couldn't, it's just that I had let myself go so far that I wasn't
giving up?
Yeah, I just wasn't conditioned at my body, and I'm sitting there like, this is bullshit. There's double amputees running marathons and I can't walk fucking Disneyland, And it basically like, it ruined the whole weekend kind of a thing, It wasn't as fun as it should have been. And so I told my wife, I looked at her at that Disneyland, I said, when I get home, I swear to God, I'm gonna make this right. I'm gonna fucking get my shit together. Got home, got rid of every narcotic in my house, every pill, got rid of everything. Next day, started going to the gym. I went through days of withdrawals, but still go to the gym. And then the gym became my drug. And I just started feeling really good about myself, and everything started coming into play. And then people were just freaking out. I was insecure, so I wore sweatpants. So I was only like 170 pounds. I wasn't strong. I'm a fucking man. We all have egos. You know what I mean? And so one day somebody saw that I was an amputee, and we started talking, and they were just like, dude, what the fuck? Like, it's incredible what you're doing. Like, you should start a social media or Instagram and like inspire people. And so I set out to do that because I've been where most people have been. I've been at that low point. I've been on like the drug addiction side, and I've been everywhere that anybody could possibly be. So I figured I'm gonna put my body through hell, and I'm gonna do whatever I can, and hopefully it can change somebody's life. And that's what I've been doing for 2 years now.
That's amazing. And do you do anything like with the military in specific?
Yeah,
Because you get a lot of amputees that come out of that.
I get a lot of amputees mostly. There's a couple military organizations that I will work with and do things with. But honestly, I get a lot of amputees, but I get a lot of people that are just pure, flat out inspired, period. They
don't have to be amputees.
They don't have to be amputees, be overweight, depressed, whatever. And the one thing that I told myself was, because of what I'm trying to do, is I'm gonna use the social media to do that. I'm going to talk to everybody as much as I can. I don't care if I have 1.2 million followers one day. I will take the time to go through my DMs, respond back to people. I've literally have had multiple people write me, be suicidal bound, and me catch it and respond back to them and talk to them. Fucking call me. I don't care. We'll figure this out. And now to this day, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months later, their life is like changing because we chatted, And so and that means more to me than anything. And so all of this has just become a big addiction for me. And then I've met, you, Michael Hearn, Michael Shees, CT, and everybody just gotten around me, and they see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And and they're all about it. Everybody's about it. And that's what the fitness industry is about. Is pure motivation, pure inspiration from all of us. My thing is like, I've already been blown apart, put back together. I'm down to get blown apart underneath some iron and get put back together. You know what I mean? I tell you, I love it that much. That me and CT have talked about this. I said I would rather die getting crushed under iron than die not doing shit.